For the longest time, we've kind of just accepted that aging is this thing that happens to us, an inevitable slide downhill. But what's so exciting is that the science is painting a completely different picture. It's a picture where we actually have the controls. So let's get into it. I mean, really think about that for a second. What if you could add a full decade, not just of life, but of healthy life? This isn't some far-off dream anymore. We are talking about adding years of feeling good, thinking clearly, and being strong. This is really the core promise of longevity science today. And to even begin to have this conversation, we have to get one thing crystal clear. It's not about lifespan. That's just the total number of candles on your birthday cake. What we're really after is your health span. Those are the years you spend feeling fantastic, full of energy, and free from chronic disease. That, right there, is the grand prize. And the most amazing part, this isn't guesswork. We're starting to understand the actual biological pathways that control how we age. And because we understand them, we can influence them. So in this explainer, we're going to walk through a science-backed blueprint for building your own, longer health span. Okay, so first things first. Just like building a house, you have to start with a rock-solid foundation. And in the world of longevity, that foundation isn't some magic pill or fancy new technology. Nope. It's a set of core lifestyle habits that have an absolutely massive effect on how you age. Let's kick this off with a number that should honestly just stop you in your tracks. 5x. A huge study, we're talking over 122,000 people, found that individuals with low cardiorespiratory fitness had a 500%, that's a five-fold, higher risk of dying than people with elite fitness. To put that in perspective, that's a bigger risk than smoking. And here it is, right from the source. This JAMA study was a total game changer. It proved, pretty much beyond a doubt, that your level of aerobic fitness, your VO2 max, is the single most powerful thing we can measure to predict how long you're going to live. It's that important. So you might be asking, how is exercise so powerful? Well, it's because it's working deep down at the cellular level. It's not just about burning calories. Exercise literally recharges your cellular batteries, your mitochondria. One study showed it can boost their function by almost 70% in older adults. It also fires up an enzyme called telomerase that protects and repairs the ends of your DNA. And on top of all that, it's one of the best anti-inflammatories on the planet. Now, fitness is definitely the king, but it's not the whole story. It works as part of a team. And based on all the data, this is the starting lineup. These are the 5 pillars. If you get all 5 of these right, studies suggest you could add 12 to 14 years of healthy life. And look at them. There's nothing crazy here. They're simple. Though, let's be honest, not always easy. All right, with that foundation in place, let's build on it. Let's move up to the next layer of the pyramid, nutrition. But we're going to look at it through a slightly different lens because it turns out that when you eat can be just as critical as what you eat. See, deep inside all of our cells, there's this biological seesaw, this constant balancing act between two signals. On one side, you've got mTOR. Think of it as the go-go-go growth signal. It turns on when we eat. On the other side, you've got AMPK, which is the, whoa, let's clean up and repair signal. That gets activated when we're not eating. A huge part of healthy aging is just finding a good rhythm between these two. And when that AMKP repair signal is on, it kicks off this incredible process called autophagy. This is literally your cell's built-in housekeeping and recycling program. It goes around, finds old, junky, broken parts, and gets rid of them. This cellular spring cleaning is absolutely crucial for keeping things running smoothly as we get older. So the big question is, how do you turn on this amazing cleanup process? Well, the most powerful tool we have that doesn't require prescription is fasting. Yep, just by giving your body a break from food, even just stretching your overnight fast to 16 hours can start to turn on autophagy. It gives your body a dedicated window of time to just focus on repair. Okay, so we've got our lifestyle foundation. We're thinking about nutrient timing. Now we can talk about the very top of the pyramid, some advanced targeted tune-ups. And let me be clear, these are not magic bullets. They don't replace the foundation. Think of them as tools to help sharpen the saw. Modern research has really zeroed in on a couple of key culprits in the aging process. The first is the decline of this super important molecule called NAD+. It's crucial for energy, and it drops by about half by the time we hit our 60s. The second problem is the buildup of what are called senescent cells, or more fittingly, zombie cells. They're old cells that refuse to die and just hang around causing inflammation. So let's look at a few promising compounds that target these issues.
First, you've got things like NMN and NR, which are precursors that help your body make more of that precious NAD+. Then there's quercetin, a plant compound that acts as a senolytic, meaning it helps your body clear out those zombie cells. Spermidine is another fascinating one that actually helps trigger autophagy, kind of like a fasting mimic. And finally, GlyNec, which helps your body produce more glutathione, the body's master antioxidant.
So you're doing all this great work, but how do you actually know if it's moving the needle, right? You can't manage what you don't measure. That brings us to the final crucial piece, creating your own personal Healthspan dashboard.
These are some of the numbers that really matter. Forget standard cholesterol. ApoB tells you the actual number of bad cholesterol particles, which is a way better predictor of heart disease. HSCRP is your inflammation score. HbA1c gives you a 3-month snapshot of your blood sugar control. And then you have your functional tests, VO2 max, which we already know is the undisputed champion, and something as simple as grip strength, a surprisingly powerful indicator of your overall muscle health.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's that aging is not something that just happens to you. It's an active process. It's the sum total of thousands of tiny choices we make every single day. The science gives us this amazing blueprint, but at the end of the day, we're the ones who have to build the house. Every workout, every healthy meal, every good night's sleep, it's a vote for a longer, healthier future. So the only real question left is, how are you going to vote today?